Our appetite for the start of the 2023 prep football season has officially been whetted. Rivalry week kicked off with the first competition of the season on Saturday with the annual Hardee's Stick Burger eating contest between Northside, Southside, Greenwood, Van Buren, and Alma.
You're watching the River Valley Report.
I'm Leland Barclay, and welcome to Year 3 of the River Valley Sports Report, where we highlight River Valley athletes, schools, and coaches. I want to thank Northwest Arkansas and River Valley Democrat-Gazette President Brent Powers for this opportunity, as well as Hank Layton, who produces this show, along with our newest member of the cast, Caleb Grieger. Thursday night is not only the opening night of the high school football season, but marks the start of two nights that include the three biggest rivalry games in the River Valley. Roland hosts Muldrow in the Battle of 64 at 7 on Thursday night, with Alma and Van Buren kicking off at 8 that night. On Friday, Southside welcomes crosstown rival Northside to Jim Rowland Stadium in the 63rd edition of the Battle of Rogers Avenue. On the Oklahoma side of the River Valley, Roland and Muldrow high schools are just 7 miles apart down Highway 64, and the two teams meet for the 57th time since the series began in 1965. It's an old-fashioned rivalry, with the game being played on real grass. Also on Thursday, back over in Arkansas, Van Buren and Alma meet for the 77th time. The Pointers lead the all-time dogfight 40-31-5, but Alma won last year, snapping a 4-year winning streak by the Pointers. Senior quarterbacks Bryce Perkins of Van Buren and Jackson Daly of Alma will lead their teams onto the field in Van Buren on Thursday. On Friday, the showcase rivalry game is Southside and Northside playing for the 63rd time. Northside leads the series 35-25-2 and has won 7 straight. Of course, those aren't the only games in the River Valley this weekend. Some of the big games in the area include Greenwood hosting defending Oklahoma Class 6A2 champion Stillwater on Friday, and Ozark travels to Clarksville in an old rivalry that goes back 100 years. Volleyball season also opened on Monday. Cross-country season starts soon, and tennis and golf have already begun. In Oklahoma, fast-pitch softball has begun, and at the smaller schools, fall baseball has also thrown the first pitch. Even though we haven't even officially started football season, it's never too early for the first GIMME 5 of the 23-24 school year. These are the top 5 performances of the past week in the River Valley. Number 1, Van Buren golfer Owen Whedon recorded a hole-in-one over the weekend at Eagle Crest on hole number 15. Number 2, defending state champion Mansfield successfully opened its volleyball season with a sweep at Charleston on Monday, winning 25-15, 25-16, and 28-26. Number 3, the Pecola Lady Indians are off to a good start in softball, improving to 7-3. The Lady Indians beat Red Oak on Friday 9-6 in 8 innings on Riley Gerald's 3-run double in the top half of the 8th. Alyssa Parker struck out 13 and slugged a 3-run homer in the 7th inning that tied the game and sent the game into extra innings. Also, earlier in the week, Pecola downed Canadian 13-0 with Allie Lohman throwing a 3-inning no-hitter right after a 14-0 win in the opening game of the Twin Bill, with Kylie Combs twirling a 3-inning perfecto. Number 4, Cody Taylor, Greenwood's massive offensive lineman, won the Hardee's Stick Burger eating contest, sponsored by ESPN of Arkansas, in a way-off over defending champion Cooper Anderson of Southside. Cheered on by family, friends, and plenty of teammates, both ate 3 thick burgers and were on their 4th when the 5-minute time limit expired. Number 5, how about the performance this week of all the coaching staffs and school trainers who are keeping players safe during this August heat wave? As we prepare for the opening week of the season, their efforts are appreciated more than they'll ever know. Now, if you're not picking up the Sunday River Valley Democrat-Gazette each week, this is just a sample of what you've missed. the inaugural River Valley football preview on August the 13th, which had maybe the greatest cover ever, and many thanks to Calico County for providing a smorgasbord of edible delights for Southside lineman Kobe Branham, Cooper Anderson, and John Parkinson. You also missed the Northwest Arkansas football preview, which featured teams in the River Valley on August the 20th. Also, we had feature stories on Van Buren quarterback Bryce Perkins, Northside receiver Ezra Phillips, Alma quarterback Jackson Daly, who has a long history of football in Alma, as well as a feature on Southside defensive lineman Andrew Reeder, and of course, predictions from the staff, not only on the rivalry week games this week, but also for the season and even state championship games. The Sunday River Valley Democrat-Gazette is available all across the River Valley, including eastern Oklahoma, at Walgreens, Harps, Come and Go, CVS Pharmacy, and Casey's. You can subscribe online at rivervalleydemocratgazette.com/subscribe or by calling our customer service line at 479-684-5509. Be sure to follow the River Valley Democrat-Gazette Twitter accounts, as well as mine, Walter Woody's, and Harold McIlvain. You can view and purchase photos from our award-winning Arkansas Democrat-Gazette photographers that can be seen and purchased on our website, nwaonline.com/photo. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. We're going to wrap up this week's River Valley Sports Report with photos from Greenwood's dominating performance in the scrimmage against Fayetteville. Yes, it was a scrimmage game, and teams always keep their game plans pretty vanilla. But Greenwood's defense forced 3 turnovers, and Landon Nelms returned an interception 21 yards for a touchdown, and the Bulldogs had 5 sacks in one half of the 21-7 win. God bless you, and we'll see you next week.